to check in, to know that, hey, alright, okay, they're your name, alright, alright, you could go through. Because why? You worshiping the beast and its image, you know, so you could go through because you don't know the system. But the ones who are against the system, that's why they have all these females, you know. The camp set up for the one who being rebellious, you know, because they know they're bringing that order out of chaos. That's what they're bringing forth on the land, you know. So when you check that, they're designed to go to a city and they can't go because why? The place hot. You know, going back into a long time when they say the block hot, you know, the block hot, so you can't go on the block, you know, and so you're gonna be on the face of the earth. The world is gonna be hot. Esau Edom will be coming in with great wrath. Revelation 12 and 12, knowing that you have a short time, you know. So when you feel that you could go and get your K to the F to the C, you know, or if you could go and get the your Marios or your ice cream, take a walk with your Eve, and feels a nice Sunday, all hell gonna be breaking loose.
That's right.
You're afraid to even step outside because
you have the KFC.
Yeah, you. Yeah, that is spirit. Bro, the book Baruch chapter see if I get it 2. I think it's verse 25. Let me see if I get it there. Nah, so like 2, and I can start from verse 1. I can read them. Go down there. Baruch 2 and from 1 go down. Yeah, power yesterday that is spirit.
Book of Baruch, chapter 2, starting at verse 1. Therefore the Lord had made good his word, which he pronounced against us and against our judges that judge Israel, and against our kings and against our princes and against the men of Israel and Judah.
Because the Lord pronounced judgment on us way before this judgment will take place. The Lord proclaimed this judgment in Moses' time. You understand? And the judges and all too. Because the men of the Lord went through it. Everything he said that would happen, happened. You know, judgment came where he said slavery was going to come. He said no man will buy us. It happened. You understand? Even when the Lord say, you know, he's going to bring you back. It happened. So everything the Lord made his word good. Right? And then now, in this time, any of the prophecies to take place, don't fear the Lord now and make his word good still. It's going to be good. We'll continue that.
And verse 2. To bring upon us great plagues, such as never happened under the whole heaven, as it came to pass in Jerusalem, according to the things that are written in the law of Moses.
Go back to what we are now saying, right? The law make his word good, such as happen. It's no self. What will happen? Worse than that time. You understand? And we people did not the comfort that we have now. That's why it's gonna be worse. All people have comfort now. We could live up in a nice house, air conditioned thing. You could even food coming to you. You don't even have to go nowhere. You could just pop a number so come. You have technology to even call for it. You have technology where you don't have to leave your house. You could work from home. You understand? You're comfortable. You understand? You're so comfortable that when these plagues them start to hit, you're gonna make you uncomfortable. You're gonna shift your comfort. That's why the Lord tell the men of the Lord, which is elect, don't get comfortable. Don't be in here thinking that there's a rest, because they're about to get shaky. And we used to be glad. You understand?
Go down to that.
And verse 3. That a man should eat the flesh of his own son and the flesh of his own daughter.
So back to the brother was saying, you can expound where I said.
Yeah, because this is the time coming too. You know, just look at it. Look at how they're attacking the food chain. You know, no goods. Literally, the hyperinflation taking place with the goods. You know, before when our bread was $10, now our bread is $30, and it's just going to get worse. You know, just as in the old Roman Empire, what was taking place. You know, hey, and it's going to worsen until what? Because right now, a lot of the warehouses empty with food. You know, they have no stocks up on food. That's why I've seen a lot of the shelves being empty. They had to look to take one goods with a lot in and just pack it up on the whole shelves. You might just be seeing red bean on a lane from here to the end of the store. Is just red bean alone in the store. Until all of that run out. And when the food runs out, we're gonna go on. You know, they're going and start to eat the grass, eat the animals, anything they see, until they're going and result to start to eating each other.
That's right. You know, going back into, because when all hell breaking loose, bringing for that martial law, World War III, you know, being in effect when these nations had a, you know, strike, a little air strike at each other, you know, send a little shooting their little, one or two little missile to bust, to take down all their power grids, you know.
Nobody no time to be working in that time. You don't nobody who say they're going and go to work when this bomb now drop. Who going to be in this place when there's other sea? Why it's gonna be working, it's gonna be chaotic.
Gan, so going back to the precept the brother now say, they really back up Babakusha.
Gan, Baruch chapter 2 and verse 3, that a man should eat the flesh of his own son and the flesh of his own daughter.
Gan, so you can jump in the book of and that show that a man could beat his son and his daughter, and would the Lord actually have to waiting to eat all these wicked 2/3? Bring out that.
And the book of Jeremiah 15, and I'll start from verse 3. It says, I will appoint over them 4 kinds, saith the Lord, the sword to slay, and the dogs to tear, and the fowls of the heaven, and the beasts of the earth to devour and destroy.
So all these things the Lord set for 2/3 for what? Disobedient, for not following the saying, and Moses following the laws, statutes and commandments. So there's going to be a judgment going back into the same Deuteronomy chapter 28 verse 50. The Lord going to bring that swift judgment. He's going to bring Esau, Edom, you know, that like a flight, the fastest flight, that eagle. You understand? And when you come in with great Lord, you're going to be in God, the young, the old, you're going to slaughter from my side. So you got to eat what close to you. Your dead wife. Or your little child, where you're seeing looking like going back in the book of 2 Kings, you know, it could be human heel soup.
Can't, because if a man could eat your own son and your own wife, who's you? You can eat like nothing.
Gone. Let's jump in our fast precept in the same 2nd Esdras, and we'll jump into verse 16 and 20. 20. I'll start from 27. It says also from 22, it says, for many of them that dwell upon the earth shall perish of famine, and the other that escape the hunger. So the hunger. So because some of them got integrity, they say, well, me I eat no human, but I die. And they choose to die, just die, than eat somebody, you know. It says, shall the sword destroy, and the dead shall be cast out as dung, and there shall be no man to comfort them, for the earth shall be wasted. And what does it mean, not Esau? Wasted. You understand? So it's gonna be wasted, going back into the book. Where that Ishashua can in Hebrew. So going back into this scripture in Numbers, I think it's 50, I think it's 35 and 33, that the blood of the ones who shed it is the ones the blood is gonna, that the same blood we're gonna use to cleanse the earth, you know. So Edom, blood gonna be on the face of the earth, and also 2/3 of our people.
They was in the saying Barabbas.
That is good.
You understand? They were saying Barabbas rather than say Yahushua.
Can, you know. So that'll show you how the world gonna be. It's gonna be wasted, and the city shall be cast down, which is Babylon the Great, America. You know. It say there shall be no man left to till the earth or to sow it. So it ain't nobody, it ain't no farmer, nobody to dig a plant a parallel corn or parallel mango tree and nothing.
Yeah, because the people don't realize how real it is when they see that great city fall. Because first thing first, the city is still great. When the eyes are weak, we know the city ain't saying shit. But for that country to get eradicated, that's one of the most greatest thing. And when you go to Revelation 8, and the scripture say, and I saw as was a great mountain cast into the sea. That's a serious thing in America being wasted. You know, for that great mountain to be taken down, that's when people going to realize it's real.
So you continue back on.
Luke chapter 2, verse 4. Moreover, he had delivered them to be in subjection to all the kingdoms that are round about us.
And so, you know, and it could jump back into the second Ezra 15 and 19, right? Yeah, so that would just go back into the curses. Going back into where the Lord said that He will bring me and we're going to be under all the kings of the nations. Going back into all these hidden nations, you know. And them is the one, you know, the Lord set up going back into the book of Genesis. When the Lord said that, I think it's verse 27, when the Lord gave the blessing and tell Esau that he was going to rule the world with the sword, you know, and the dew of the heavens shall fall on him. Going back into the riches of the world, you know, the oil, you know, all the gold, all the diamonds, you know, they're going to be the ones who are all the merchandise, you know.
How we going to get the true blessings?
The sword.
That's how we get, that's how we achieve all them things. And when you get that now, you got to play for that same thing, because the Lord raises up kings and He's bringing them down.
What are going on now?
Alright. 2nd Ezra chapter 15 and verse 18. For because of their pride the city shall be troubled, the houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid.
So men shall be afraid, so that coming, you know. But the Lord saying, you put the fear on men. And the Lord, the men and the Lord don't have that fear. They go back to the scripture in Psalms, you know. Let's forget it. Let's forget the scripture fast, yeah.
And hey, look at a big example, you know, at the pride. You know, the place being desolate. Look at how, you know, Joe Biden actually put in these restrictions upon Russia, that no goods they can't be doing no exports, right? They're actually impacting their own economy, you know, because it's making things much more harder upon them themselves, you know. So they're making these moves without consideration of the effects of it, and that is what going to add toward the desolation of the place.
Scripture said the king's heart is in the hands of the Most High, so it's really and truly is controlling the mind of these so-called kings out there, these men ruling.
Yeah, so they ain't really ruling shit. They're just going by what the Lord will is. Whatever the Lord will, that is what taking place right now.
My past precept, this is the book of Psalm chapter 119, verse 55, and 155. It says, salvation is far from the wicked, for they seek not thy statutes. You know, so that's why Lord bringing forth this destruction, and they not good and get that salvation, because you know they are far from the Lord laws. They continue breaking their law breakers. You know.
If the Lord only going to save them that close to the Lord, which is the elect, they that under the Lord not even saving 2/3 of his own people. They will return to our loins, but they're not being saved in this time. What is the say about Esau and Edom when the Lord say, if the righteous shall be scarcely saved? What's happened to the sinner and the ungodly? What will happen to the sinner and the ungodly?
So going back to the name of the video, you know, they shall be sedition among men. So that time we're living in, I've seen farming coming. You know, we see in America jam decks, as brother can do a yapa video pertaining to that. That the dollar gonna have no value no more. You know, everything going into digital. So we're heading into some serious times. You know, hope that video edifying through the spirit and power of Hashem Yoshai. You know, let me give it all praises to Yahweh. Hashem Yoshai. You know, double honors once again to the elders and the apostles of great ministry rule well. Salutation to the Yakan pushing his truth in sincerity to the four corners of the earth. You know, to the aquats who listen and learn and being obedient to the husband. You know, continue being shamefaced to the end. You know, we're watching Esau getting crumbled down. You know, once again, holy faith, continue patient. You know, work with experience. So having experience in this truth, we work with patience same way. You know, so hope the video edifying. Shalom, shalom, shalom. Shalom. Baba ball to Esau and all the nations.